Buddy. Today I will be presenting my leadership story. The teacher leader that I've selected is Lucy Cantu. She is one of the teachers at our program, and she's held various other teacher leader positions over the years. From not just being with us, but also department supervisor for the Center for Talented Youth at Johns Hopkins, Spanish department chair and curriculum writer in Fairfax County Public Schools, as well as a teacher at King Elementary in Washington, D.C., in addition to being an evening program teacher with us. And as a teacher leader in various roles, she's definitely someone that we look to for inspiration, guidance, and has been a tremendous asset to our organization. Originally, she's from Far, Texas. I myself from El Paso, Texas. I think that's one of the original conversations that we had to kind of start to forge our working relationship. And you see there one of the popular hamburger places there from Texas, Whataburger, that we've had a lot of conversations about. So I thought that was interesting to be able to get that picture. But other than discussing Texas food, one thing that we've had in common was discussing this book, Move Your Bus by Ron Clark, that she first shared with me when she started working. And earlier this semester, in reading one of the texts, they discussed collective agency. And that immediately made me think about the role that she's taken in trying to influence the culture of our school. And so I think, when we talk about what separates a teacher leader from a teacher, it's someone that has aspirations to actually forge and make a true difference for the whole organization from a cultural perspective. And I think she's definitely done that. Another thing that from one of the quotes that I got from the course was craftsmanship. Persistence and striving for mastery, grace, and economy of energy to attain goals. And from the interview that I conducted with her earlier, she discusses craft, and she discusses how to be effective, where not only can you grow students by developing stronger teachers and influence in a positive way what they're doing through resources and through treating them as people, how you're valuing their craft. So I think when we're discussing successes as a teacher leader, one of the themes that I've seen come up a lot in our conversation and with the interview is around her, respect, trust, and building those relationships among your peers. Another one of the quotes that I felt kind of reminded me was when we talk about, the paradox between teachers maintaining the status quo while also pushing for change. And it's really hard to find that balance. I think one of the ways Luz has mentioned that she does that is through building relationships. In doing that, teachers do not feel ashamed. They don't feel like it's impactful because of the relationship you already built with them. And that's what gives them the trust in you as a teacher leader, being able to, they're going to lead by example. As far as challenges are concerned, one of the things has been from administration. And I think this has appeared in many of the texts in the course, but it's about when maintaining that balance between coping and pushing. How do administrators do that? She mentions that they need to work alongside you to motivate you, to inspire them to want to come and do better for themselves and shape their children's lives. And I think, one of the common challenges that teacher leaders have is, do they have that support from administration? And that has been no different in her journey, as one of the explicit things that she mentioned in the interview. Here we are at the DC Pride Parade. A couple months ago, early this semester, one of the quotes from the text talks about consciousness means knowing about your actions and the effects on others in the environment. And I think participating in community events like this, that means so much to not just students, but also faculty members, stakeholders, and the community at large, I think go a long way in building those types of relationships and that trust. And I definitely think it's what sets teacher leaders apart. And I think the favorite quote that I got from the interview I did with her is that the true oath that you take when you say you're going to be a teacher, that you're going to be an educator, is knowing that you're not just signing up for one role, you're signing up for a way of life. And so I love that quote, and I would like to leave the presentation with that, and thank everybody for your attention.